Your biology is stuck in a survival loop, and it's exhausting. It drains your joy, and you become hollowed out, so to speak. There's nothing inside. Your body is literally asking you to stop. The exhaustion, the anxiety, all of that is your nervous system saying, we can't do this anymore. And you have to ask yourself, who are you when you aren't performing for everybody else?
Welcome to Melanated and Highly Regulated, the podcast where we stop apologizing for needing a break. We're unapologetic about protecting our peace and our edges while increasing our career ROI without burnout. I'm your host, Martita. I'm an educator, instructional designer, and anti-burnout strategist. But mostly, I'm a Black woman who decided that survival mode wasn't a sustainable lifestyle. We were taught that in order to be successful, we had to be exhausted because we had to work harder than everyone else. Well, I'm here to prove that wrong. Every week, we use science, systems, and somatic tools to help you exit burnout and build a career and a life that actually feels good. Sis, let's get to work.
I remember the exact moment I hit a wall. It was the end of 2021, start of 2022. On the outside, I was holding it all together. I was showing up every day in my career as a teacher. I even was in leadership, but on the inside, y'all, I was crumbling. And eventually I crashed and burned because I was believing the lie. And that lie was that if I just worked harder, if I was just perfect enough, I would finally be safe. But I learned that perfectionism comes with a cost, and it doesn't protect you, it isolates you. It keeps you running on this never ending treadmill, and your body forces you to get off. Life was lifing, and I had nothing left. So today we're going to tap to release the heavy weight of external validation, because if I've been there, I think it only stands to reason that you've been there too. So let's get into the high cost of Superwoman syndrome, or wearing this Superwoman cape. Okay. Superwoman is this term we use, it's like a badge of honor, so to speak. We tell ourselves we got to have high standards, but let's be real, sis. Perfectionism is actually a shield, especially if you are a leader, an executive, a founder, somebody that other people look up to and expect you to help take them along the way. You're kind of trained to put everybody else's needs first. And you show up even when you're on a break, so to speak. There's this pressure that you can never slip, you can't suffocate. You might even feel terrified that if you drop the ball, the whole world will fall apart. But if you're trying to live with that kind of vigilance, it keeps your nervous system in a chronic state of fight or flight. So your amygdala, that part of your brain that's designed to keep you safe from physical danger, instead is constantly scanning for threats that aren't putting you in physical danger. And threat isn't a predator for a lot of us with that Superwoman syndrome. Sometimes it's a missed deadline, it's a difficult meeting, it's a critical email. When your amygdala fires, it doesn't know the difference between those types of things and other physical threats. So it's going to flood your body with cortisol and adrenaline. It's going to tighten your muscles. So it's going to quicken your heart rate. It's going to shut down non-essential functions like digestion and immune repair. You are physiologically prepared to fight for your life every single day. That's what's going on. And then we have research on high stress professions that shows that this chronic activation leads to intense emotional exhaustion and depersonalization. In fact, studies show that high achievers often begin to disassociate from their own bodies just to push through the fatigue. So you numb yourself in order to keep performing. You aren't just tired. Your biology is stuck in a survival loop, and it's exhausting. It drains your joy, and you become hollowed out, so to speak. There's nothing inside. Your body is literally asking you to stop. The exhaustion, the anxiety, all of that is your nervous system saying, we can't do this anymore. And you have to ask yourself, who are you when you aren't performing for everybody else? Who are you when your laptop is closed? And if you don't know the answer, you're not by yourself, but that's the cost of wearing the cape. You have lost yourself in the performance. And that isn't just exhausting, it's also lonely. And I know that it's heavy, but I do have some good news I want to share with you. The good news is your nervous system can learn to do something different. We can train our nervous system, we can train ourselves and our brains. And that's why we use tapping. Now, for some people, tapping may sound weird because they're used to solving their problems with logic. But your nervous system responds to signals, not logic. You can't think your way out of a stress response any more than you can think your heart into beating slower. You have to signal it to safety. So when we tap on specific meridian points, we're sending a calming electrochemical signal directly to the amygdala, that alarm bell in the brain. And this signal interrupts the stress loop. It significantly lowers our cortisol levels, and clinical trials have shown that cortisol reductions of over 24% in just a single hour is taking place in people. And this also switches on your parasympathetic nervous system. So this is your rest and digest state. It is the only state where your body can repair itself. And crucially, it is the state where your your prefrontal cortex comes back online, allowing you to think clearly rather than reactively. Research shows that there's a nearly 40% drop in anxiety and stress symptoms, often in just 3 sessions of tapping. So, why is this possible? Because we aren't analyzing the stress, not entirely. We're utilizing a process called memory reconsolidation. We bring up the stressor, but we pair it with a physical signal of safety, and we're teaching our brain a new way to respond. We are actively rewiring your brain at a biological level. One thing I want you to understand is that you are worthy of rest and you don't have to earn it. So, right now, we're going to take off the cape, we're going to put it down, just drop it, and I want you to tap along with me. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can even watch me do this first. Do whatever feels safe for you. You might feel emotions come up like sadness or relief, and just let them happen. We're telling your body that it's safe to be human. So we're going to start tapping to release the need to be perfect. I want you to start by tapping on the side of your hand on that karate chop point. Take a deep breath. Now repeat after me. Even though I feel this crushing pressure to be perfect, and I'm terrified that if I drop one ball, everything will fall apart, I choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I am exhausted from holding up this mask and acting like I have it all together, I accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I have believed the lie that my worth depends on my work, and I don't know who I am without the hustle, I am open to loving myself anyway. Now, we're going to start by just telling the truth about how heavy this is. So start tapping on your eyebrow point, this crushing pressure to be perfect, side of the eye. I'm so tired of performing. Under the eye. I feel like I'm carrying the weight of the world under the nose. I am afraid if I stop, I will fail. Chin. I am afraid they will see I don't have it all together. Collarbone. This old story that I have to earn my rest. Under the arm is heavy and it hurts my spirit. Top of the head. I feel like I'm running out of time. Eyebrow. This fear that I'm not doing enough. Side of eye. This fear that I am not enough. Under the eye. I've been running on adrenaline for so long. Under the nose. And I don't know how to stop. Chin. My body is tired. Collarbone. My soul is tired. Under the arm. I acknowledge just how hard I have been working. Top of the head. I acknowledge how scary it feels to let it go. Now we're going to continue tapping, moving back to the eyebrow point. Take a deep breath in, let it go. So we've acknowledged the stress. Let's see if we can create a little space for something new. Tapping on the eyebrow point. Maybe I don't have to carry it all. Side of the eye. Maybe it is safe to put the shield down. Under the eye. What if the world doesn't fall apart? Under the nose, what if I can be successful and rested? Chin, I am open to a new way of learning. Collarbone, I am open to trusting myself. Under the arm, I am releasing the need to fix everything for everyone. Top of the head, giving myself permission to be human. Eyebrow, I don't have to earn my space here. Side of the eye, I don't have to prove my worth. Under the eye, it is safe to make mistakes. Under the nose, it is safe to have needs. Chin, I am releasing this tightness from my body. Collarbone, sending a signal of safety to my brain. Under the arm, I am safe to let it go. Top of the head, I am safe to slow down. All right, so let's move back to the eyebrow point, and we're going to anchor in our new beliefs. Take another deep breath and let it go. I want you to feel the shift. Let's anchor in the truth of who you really are. Tapping on the eyebrow. I am enough right now, exactly as I am. Side of the eye. My worth is not a project to be completed. Under the eye. My worth is not a grade on a report card. Under the nose. I am worthy simply because I exist. Chin. I choose to honor my own needs. Collarbone. I choose to treat myself with kindness. Under the arm, I am reclaiming my energy. Top of the head, I am reclaiming my joy. Eyebrow, I give myself permission to rest. Side of the eye, rest is not a reward. It is a requirement. Under the eye, I trust that I am supported. Under the nose, I am strong, but I don't have to be hard. Chin, I love and accept myself. Collarbone, I am doing a great job. Under the arm, I am safe. Top of the head, I am free. And when you're ready, you can gently stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And notice how your shoulders feel. Do you feel a shift? That's real. You see, your nervous system just received permission to come off of high alert, and you are allowed to feel different now. You are allowed to rest. Remember earlier when I said that I crashed and I burned? That happened because I believed that my worth was tied to how hard I worked. But what we just did is the beginning of rewiring that lie. Your body just learned that you are safe without the cape. You got to know that you are worth investing in yourself, sis. Your worthiness is not a project to be completed. This is just the beginning. And after this, notice what shifts as you go throughout your day, how you feel about rest. Come back to this practice when you feel the urge to hustle kicking in. And if you're ready to stop running on empty and start reclaiming your life, make sure you subscribe. I'm here to help you rewrite the beliefs that are keeping you trapped. Take care of yourself first. And that's it for this episode. Thanks for sharing your bandwidth with me. Remember, you don't have to earn your rest. It is a requirement and not a reward. And if you're tired of running on fumes and want measurable, science-backed relief, you don't have to do it alone. Make sure you visit the description box or the show notes to learn more about the Executive Reset Research Cohort Complementary Strategy section. I'll see you next week. Stay regulated.